Hit record. All the iPads are recording
Yep.
and phone. All right.
I was like, let me check. Now I'm scared. I think.
Oh, good.
All right.
Are we good?
Let's get it.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Y'all thought we were gone.
We back.
We're back. It was only a break. Spring break. We had to relax, got to chill. Now we're energized. We're coming back with more heat and more fire. And I know you guys are nodding your head to this real quick. Shout out to Andrew Kelly, Nick and
Our
Arby.
guy.
Yes, sir. Real fire. But welcome to this week's episode, everyone. Hope y'all doing well. Hope you guys had a great spring break as well. My boy Adam. It's been a minute since I've seen you.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. How have you been, my guy?
I've been good. I had a nice. I won't say relaxing. It was a lot. It was a lot. But I was in Cabo for spring break. Then I went home, surprised my grandfather for his 80th birthday.
Oh, dang.
So that was nice.
Staying strong.
Staying strong. Man's healthy as hell.
You went to Cabo, you said?
Yeah, I went to Cabo first.
I'm pretty sure I saw your Snapchat story, too. You're like on a boat.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, bro.
That was really fun. I'm not sure if you know, like the DJ group Saw Two Friends. They make like remixes. So that was a really cool thing to see. It was a fun ass break. How about you?
Me, it was honestly pretty chill. I stayed at home. It was good to see family again.
Yeah.
I was catching up to some good TV. You know The Sopranos?
My friend's favorite show, and I have not given it a watch
I've really
yet.
just been binging it. Shout out to 123 Movies and Foot Locker.
Yeah,
Because I don't got HBO.
It's so hard for me to start a show knowing each episode's an hour. It's just like, it's a lot.
It's a lot, but hey, man, if it's that good, it's that good. And then I also just been chilling here, saving the kids, my work,
Yes,
how
sir.
it is. And, it's kind of crazy. I have this story, too. So basically at Lane Avenue Garage, where I park, right, one of my friends had a break-in. And basically, like, it is like 6 stories, and you can only park on 4 and 5 overnight parking. And she's like, F that, I'm gonna park in number 1. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Sometimes she's gotten warnings, but they're not gonna give her a ticket. She got her car broken into, and she drives a Kia. And apparently there was a video that came out that showed how to break in and run cars. Kias and Hondas, how to break in and leave. So you have a Kia or Honda out there, be careful.
Yeah, don't
Because
park
all across the country, there's been like straight robberies and stuff of cars. So she got broken into. Mine's still safe. So, I'll give myself my car an applause.
So what's your playlist name for the week? Describe your spring break.
Okay. I have a solid playlist right here. I got it. Okay, so the playlist name is Rat Race.
Okay.
Because we're all in a rat race trying to get out. The lead single is Family Business, just it was good to see family again.
I like that. Mine's going to be... And we back, and we back, and we back. And we got good-ass intro by Chance the Rapper headlining that playlist. I know after one of our episodes last week, we had a nice debate about Chance the Rapper's voice.
Yeah.
I'm still riding with it.
Yeah, he said he had one of the best voices in
one of the
hip-hop,
best.
which is absolute cap.
Okay, I like it. You saw Batman, right?
Yeah, I saw Batman. Okay, so Adam texted me, he's like, oh, one of the greatest movies. I'm not one of the greatest. You're like, it was really, really good, whatever.
I said one of the best experiences seeing in theater. No, it's not like one of my top 10 movies.
For me,
I
it
enjoyed
was straight mid.
Really?
It was mad long, and the plot was dragging. Like,
Bro,
I get
every superhero movie's mad long.
I'll say, again, the cinematography and watching it, the colors, some things. Have you seen the memes?
Yeah.
Okay, the thing is, he was just too emo. Way too emo.
I get that, but they warned people before. Like, I knew going into it what it was going to be, so I wasn't like, what? This isn't... Like, he wasn't the Christian Bale playboy. He's a goth guy.
But I wanted to see more Christian Bale, less Batman, or at least an equal amount. And it was just long. I thought the plot dragged down. We were trying to see what the Riddler was going to do. And it's like, you have to wait till the very freaking end until you can see what happened. So I thought it was mid. I watched with my boy Sean, and we both thought it was mid.
Me and my friend Jake, we loved it.
Seriously?
So I'm going to ride for it. Shout out Robert Pattinson.
Shout out.
And Ohio State sadly taking that L to Villanova in March Madness.
I wish I was... did you do a bracket?
I did not, because I was away.
I don't know. I've been less interested in it over time. I still love basketball, of course, but I haven't cared that much. And most of my favorite players have all went to the NBA or whatever. OSU, I wasn't expecting anything from them. We did beat Duke though. Hey,
We did. That's all that matters.
We did beat Duke.
One positive about Ohio State: mask mandate's up.
Yes.
So now first time my teacher had a mustache. I didn't even know. Like, damn.
I'm honest. I honestly thought we would never see this day.
Yeah.
And I guess shout out to Dr. Christina Johnson, but I honestly thought we would never have no mask mandate. Let's get to the music.
Yes. We got Pusha T. It's rumored that his album's dropping April 8th. It's almost dry, so we're getting more of that rap.
I'm excited, man. And I'm assuming you heard the diss track for...
It's hilarious.
But you know what's crazy? Did you know that Pusha T wrote the McDonald's?
Like da-da-da-da-da.
I never knew that.
And they said, and he got paid $500,000 for it, and they're still, obviously, it's their biggest slogan to this day.
Yep.
So it kind of makes it even funnier that he wrote a diss track to them, and he's I can sell water to a whale. Like, he's talking about coke on a
And it actually had bars.
Bro, the beat was fire, too. People are like, this better be on the album. Like, you just wasted this on an Arby's commercial.
Hopefully we don't see that, whatever that Nigo song you were talking about.
Yeah.
What's it called again?
Hear Me
Hear
Clearly.
Me. Yeah, I really didn't like that song. And Justin Timberlake also later on, like, helped publicize the song, and he made $6 million for his work. But Pusha T and No Mask, which is his brother, only made $500K. So Nigo just everywhere. It's literally an Arby's diss track about their new fish fillet, and he's basically dissing McDonald's.
It was so funny. It was really good. But I guess to get into the Nigo album, I mean, a lot of the tracks are already out. So there's one that released with Uzi last week, which honestly was awful. It was over what's the fucking type of rap? Not grime.
Like experimental rap? What are you talking
No,
about?
like Pop Smoke. I'm just blanking on the name.
Drill.
Sorry,
drill.
drill. It's over a drill beat. I don't want to hear Uzi on a drill beat. Uzi sounds good over a type of beat, and it's not the Eternal Take beats, and it's not these drill beats.
You don't like the Eternal Take? Yo, I look, you loved Eternal Take.
I do not. I want to hear him. I mean, I know it sucks to be like, I want your old music back, but I think he sounds so much better when he's being like melodic and not rapping and stuff.
Those are good memories for me for Eternal Take. It dropped in the summer, right? It was like the first. Yeah, I remember that clearly. That was a whole moment.
I did not fuck with it.
Prices?
No. I don't even know what that is. Like, I don't know a single song off it. Nothing stuck with me. But Nigo, we're seeing a song from Clips. No Mouse rapping for the first time in like 15 years.
Yeah.
Gonna be crazy. I think that's produced by the Neptunes. We're getting Tyler and ASAP on a song. They have never not delivered. So that's going to be great. And then there's another song that's just Tyler that I assume maybe he produced too.
Amazing.
I'm hyped for this. You know, half the songs are out.
The only thing I need is just the script of who produced what. I'm still confused. Like
what Nigo does.
What Nigo does.
You know, Babe was part of Teriyaki Boys, but I don't know if he's having a hand in production or just being like executive producer style, just like picking what beats go on the album. Honestly, the beats haven't been like amazing so far.
I'm still excited nonetheless. Who do you think will have the best project? Obviously, Benny's album Tana Talk 4 came out. We'll review that later. But Benny, Push, and Freddie. Who do you think will have the best album?
I think Freddie.
Freddie.
Because we talked about this. He just has the most drive to do like something different than what he like. I know what Push's album is going to be like for the most part.
Yeah.
And I kind of know what features are going to be on it. I can imagine. Freddie's like, this is going to surprise you. And we discussed how he's dropping in June, so he's waiting.
Yeah.
Like he's making sure this is a perfect album. He's been teasing it for a while, and he could have dropped it already, but no, he's waiting till June.
You better not hope Kendrick's gonna drop in June.
Yeah, no, but
that'd be a massive.
Dude, Kendrick's taking a little too long.
Yeah,
a little too long. Losing a little bit of my like. I'm kind of not caring anymore. I'll care when it announces it, and like the first single's gonna be a hit song probably. But, like I'm more excited for Freddie right now than I am for Kendrick.
Honestly, I won't like because he waited so long. I'm not that excited. And if World War III breaks out, hopefully it does not. We're definitely not hearing that project. But like you said, I think Freddie's the most versatile, and I think he'll come with the strongest project.
Then Jack Harlow announcing his next album, Come Home, The Kids Miss You, which I think is a dope title.
Yeah, I like it too.
He got the Rolling Stone cover, so it's really cool. Someone who's been a fan for a while, seeing him reach all this success. And I honestly have a lot of hopes for this album. He's he understands how much like his music means to him. So, for example, I saw in an interview, and I've gotten this comparison a lot. This woman was like, "Oh, like you're kind of like Lil Dicky," and he's like, "Don't say that."
That's a diss.
And she's like, "No, you have like funny lines." And no, like Lil Dicky's a good rapper, but he makes stuff to be funny.
Yeah.
And Jack Harlow's raps happen to have the occasional like quirky line.
Yeah.
But it shows that like, he really like he's very into making great music that reaches across all people. So I really think this next album is going to be a very big album for him. I think he knows the pressure that's on him. You have Kanye West naming you top 5 lyricists. Maybe it's Kanye production on this shit.
Maybe.
Which would be crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that.
So you got high expectations.
I have high expectations. How about you? Do you not?
I do, but I just don't know where he's going to take it.
Yeah, I'm curious.
That's the
because we don't need another album like just talking about girls and shit.
Yeah, and like hit songs, trendy songs,
But I'm not mad at it. Like the Nail Tech song.
Oh, it slaps.
So good.
No problem. Keep that up,
bro.
Yeah,
no, I love Nail Tech. And then this isn't written down or a thing, but do you see Marlon Craft tweeted yesterday? I guess about It'll be out next week by the time this comes out.
Yep.
He said I had the best producer, one of the best producers of all time on my next song.
Primo.
Give me DJ Premier, Marlon Craft.
Yeah.
I'm down for it. But if it's like Madlib or Alchemist, not mad at it. But I think it's Primo.
This is the thing. If you don't know Marlon Craft, again, we've been hyping this guy up since the beginning of this
fucking
pod. We love this man, New York rapper, and to see him with Primo, to even get connections to be with Primo, just shows you how much he's rising. Hopefully that really puts his name out there. Because again, to me, he's one of the best lyricists out right now.
Yeah, on a New York hard ass beat, he's gonna sound amazing.
I'm crossing my fingers, really hoping it's Primo. Really is. Your man.
My fucking man. It was his birthday yesterday, so shout out Primo.
really?
He turned 53. Honestly, what's your favorite, off the top, not to put you under pressure, what's your favorite Primo beat?
Okay, Rakim. What's the called? When I'm off the mic. When I be on the mic. Rakim. When I be on the mic.
Word.
It's a slapper. You know the song?
No, I do not.
We'll bump it. We'll bump it
after.
after. We can't get that copyright strike. Shout out to Andrew again.
Yeah.
And all our independent artists.
Yeah. My favorite, I think, is Betrayal off of Moment of Truth.
Yeah.
But, you got 10 Crack Commandments.
Yeah.
Honestly, Moment of Truth is like my favorite produced album of all time. So you have like, You Know My Steez and dude, so many songs in that album.
For me, I definitely know Nas is that's like one of my all-time favorite songs. And then When I Be on the Mic by Rakim.
And like...
he's go.
Fucking good.
Top 3.
Then we're getting a new documentary. So we've discussed documentaries we want to see, and we're getting one from XXX dropping on Hulu. So they've had a couple great music documentaries. So I love the Kid Cudi one they did. The Juice WRLD one is sad to watch, but it's still a good documentary.
I didn't know he had a doc. Like on Netflix?
It's on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
It's a sad watch.
Yeah.
You're literally watching him take pills and like it's like fall asleep on the camera. But
how do you feel about that?
It's really hard to watch. It's
like who's recording that?
Like
why aren't you helping him?
Right, I never get that. And honestly, in the documentary, they talk about how like he would. I don't know the fucking size of lean. I don't know how it works. But, like whatever he was asking for, the guy would like who he told to get it would tell the guy who was like the middleman told the guy like get half.
Okay.
So like he wasn't drinking what he thought he was drinking, but still, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think this will be a great documentary.
Yeah.
Just to see because he's had a very complicated life.
Yeah. Are you a fan of X?
I'm not a fan.
Okay.
But honestly,
that's a good answer. That's a really good answer.
Right. I mean, a lot of the stuff that's come out, I'm not even sure if it's true or not, but it's definitely pushed me away from loving the music. But on the other hand, you could see that he was becoming much more than he was at first. It's like one of those people, it's like, where would the music he'd be making now would probably be amazing ass music. And that like he was forming connections with Joey Badass, obviously on Head High, the new song. Joey talked about listening to his album and telling him what he needed to do more. So I think this would be a cool documentary to see. Yeah,
and I love their song Infinity. That song's really good.
Yeah, really good.
But honestly, I won't cap, and I'm not someone who ever lies or jumps on the bandwagon. I wasn't really a fan of him. Just that type of like energy, I guess. And I remember when Look at Me came out, I'm like, this was during my F mumble rap phase. So I was just like, I just wasn't messing with it. But again, I know how many people do love this guy. And also just how big his fan base is and how much influence that he has had. And again, getting respect from so many other OGs too. And then also for your man Jid, I saw he was working with Dre on social media.
I did see that. And that gives me even way more faith in the album. Like if you get the Dre stamp of approval, obviously you're getting the Cole stamp of approval if it's coming out.
Yeah.
There's just so many people to be involved. I really have such high hopes for this. I really hope this album is what takes him next.
That's insane if he gets Dre production. And also just a little applause for him. Guess what? He got his first top 10 Billboard.
Yes, with Imagine Dragons.
The Imagine Dragons Enemy.
Yes. It's a good verse. I don't listen to the song.
Yeah.
But
hey, we'll take it.
We'll take it. Shout out my guy.
Also, Megan Thee Stallion is also dropping music. I saw that as well.
Yeah.
She was talking about it in her interview. But another big thing, too, is that she's going through a lawsuit with Carl Crawford with her previous label, 1501, with disputes over whether her previous project was considered an album and if she actually ran through her contract correctly. I know she's been having serious label problems and it's been postponing.
Dude, label problems are crazy. I just was reading an article about Lizzo, and she finally won her court case about Truth Hurts because these writers claimed that they wrote the line took a DNA test, I'm 100% that bitch. And she was like, I saw that in a meme. And like, it's just, she finally won after years.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine the pressure. Like, you finally get the hit song. That song came out, I think, in like 2016 or something and didn't hit for 3 years. You finally get the success and then people immediately are like putting their hands in.
So do you think it was unintentional, like it was an accident, completely unrelated, she didn't steal?
I don't think she stole it, based on like what her reasoning was. And these guys are claiming they only wrote one line and they wanted full writing credits on the song, which I think is kind of whack. Shout out to Lizzo. She won.
And Megan and Dua also dropped a song called "Sweetest Pie," and it's kind of funny too. It was like, yeah, sign, it was
Yeah.
cool, poppy. But Dua also got
Yeah.
sued for the same reason
I'm not sure if that's a fake song or not, but I've listened to it.
by Article Sound, the originators. Okay.
Because some people were saying that song like just I don't know.
Technically, okay, I saw this too. Basically, they had it on a mixtape. The mixtape wasn't on DSPs.
Okay.
And once they were able to sue her, that's when they finally uploaded to on YouTube technically. But the song has been there, it has records.
I just want to know who like these writers, because I assume she doesn't write her music, or she just maybe has a little bit of a hand in writing the music. Why are they doing this?
That's what I was
Do
saying.
they think they're going to get away with it? It just keeps happening. And you're putting her in a bad situation where people are blaming her, but like if she didn't write the song and she was just doing her job, it's like not like she knew.
Yeah.
What a good song, Levitate.
Oh, it is so good. And what is isn't it the remix? Is it with Megan
Baby.
or is it with the baby? Strictly
Baby.
the baby. Tough. But it's still good. it's still good. I like it. I won't cap. But the thing is, like, I don't get why they do that. And also, I also feel bad for people suing because they're not going to win.
Yeah.
The labels have so much power and money.
We've talked about my guy Mir Fontaine. I can show you the song later, but
Yeah.
he was literally like, if it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck.
So they're saying the writers of Cardi B stole that?
Yeah. And Cardi B was like roasting him on Twitter and was like, I didn't steal your shit. But it's so close. Like, how could they have not have stolen it? My brother just saw Dua Lipa though in concert and said it was amazing.
I bet she is amazing. I remember I saw her performance. Maybe he was there. She dropped the mic. And it's just like she like played it well, but she dropped the mic mid performance. It was kind of just like strolling
maybe
around.
it was
the
in New York
stage.
City. So
okay, maybe ask your brother. She dropped the mic.
And then we saw Latto's dropping a new album, and for one, we're getting a Donald Glover Lil Wayne feature, which I have no clue what this will be.
Oh, hit.
It says Donald Glover, not Childish Gambino on the track list too. So I don't even know. I think.
Okay, I don't think he goes by Childish Gambino anymore.
Which I don't know. I just like, is he going to be singing on this? Is he going to be rapping his ass off for the first time since Because the Internet? Which I'm so down for because when I was in my super lyrical phase, I was bumping Camp, even though it's like the most hated album ever. Like Bonfires, my shit. That's a cool like. How did she get Donald Glover and Lil Wayne in a song?
That's amazing.
I feel like he's not just giving out features, so I assume this is a great song. And then she's like Kodak on it. And
she has a lot of good features. It was 21 Savage, Lil Wayne, obviously Childish Gambino, Lil Durk, who's just doing mad features. Everyone wants a feature from Durk, Nardo Wick, and more. When I say more, I meant Kodak.
But you saw too in the Big Boy interview, she was saying
ridiculous.
that apparently one of the men on this album, it's weird that now we feel like pick who do we think did it.
We know who it is. Come on.
Yeah, he denied it. But apparently he was saying that, or she was saying that this man was saying that she has to have sex with him in order to make the album.
Yep.
And this is a common occurrence for female producers too. And it's the wackest thing ever.
It's crazy, man. I don't know why. Men are weird, bro. And again, like people in these power positions too. I felt so bad. This was in the Big Boy interview. If you guys wanted to listen to that, and I love Latto. I remember I was listening to Big Energy. I never heard her. I heard that song. Like, yo, who is? I was driving along like, who is this girl? And I was looking through her older songs. But it's really unfortunate that she's up and coming and she has to go through all that BS.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I'm saying, I'm a big fan of her, but I will listen to this album now because of the features she got, because it's impressive ass features. So I'm excited for this. But yeah, it's so sad that women have to go through this and like. It's like blackmail.
Yeah.
It's like, what? It's fucking...
It's disgusting. Hey, shout out to all my women out there.
Yeah.
Also, my boy Lil Baby's dropping soon. He said in the summer, I'm pretty sure as well. So there's a lot of people coming in the summer.
Yeah.
It feels like the summer's going to come in hot.
I would love for him to like get some like different type of production. I'm curious where he'll go with
Alchemist.
it. No, I don't need him on no drum beats. But I feel like, I don't know, I want to see him, because he's on such a run. He has so much respect from everyone. I just would want to see him elevate a little bit more.
Are you a fan of him?
Once again, not a fan. Again, like there's songs I love by him, but I'm not like bumping the entire album like My Turn, which I know is a great album, but I'm not bumping it start to finish.
I've liked him a lot more. Obviously, I'm pretty sure everyone has and recognized his path to maybe greatness. I'm not a GOAT, but I fit the description. So I do love Baby, and I think he's going to really take storm. At least of all the upcoming rappers, I think it's kind of him. Yeah.
100%. Like you can tell by everyone asking for him for a feature. I think Nicki Minaj, his past 2 singles were featuring him, which just shows the respect that he's getting.
I'm happy for him.
We saw Kanye is banned from performing at the Grammys. It wasn't him pissing in the trophy years ago that got him banned. It is this fucking crazy shit he's posting on Instagram.
Dude, that's harassment, is it not?
Bro, it's so fucked up. Like Pete Davidson, I guess, has a good sense of humor about it. And now Steve Harvey's involved in the beef. It's the most random shit ever.
What was up with that?
Because he was roasting someone, another comedian, and Steve Harvey was like, pull up.
Yeah, he said pull up. Oh yeah, he was like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm from the old age, but you don't want no beef.
Which true, Steve Harvey big as hell too. I wouldn't want to mess with Steve Harvey.
God, and did you see the text that leaked too? Like, basically, like
With not with Jack Harlow, with Pete Davidson.
yeah, with Pete Davidson. Basically, it's like, yo, like, and he obviously he's being funny, but he's like, yo, like, Pete wants to talk, like, bro, let's talk,
Yeah.
get off the Grammys. He also Kanye got banned 24 hours
Yeah.
from Insta, but like, basically, like, yo, let's talk, and Kanye's instead just making
No, it was
fun
real
of him,
shit
calling
that
him
Pete was
Steve.
saying.
And then he burned him by saying, "Where you at?" And he said, "I'm in bed with your wife," and takes a selfie on the bed, which is kind of crazy.
That one was kind of fucked up. But the rest of the text, like Pete looked like good in
Yeah.
it. He was like, dude, like I'm trying to help your like this is gonna be bad for your kids to see years from now.
Yeah, that's the one thing I hate about that the kids are kind of involved and
Honestly, I
just
always think about that with rappers who have kids. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I love Freddie Gibbs' music, but I'm interested when his kids listen to his music years from now.
Yeah, it's a problem, man. And I honestly think the Grammys they did it right. And currently there's a
Yeah.
petition. Right now, I don't know who's headlining, if it's Travis or it's Kanye, but I know they'll be
It's
together.
Kanye and Cole
Okay,
one day.
for Coachella.
Yeah.
Okay, well they're signing a petition right now. It's like over 30K plus signs
off.
to get him off.
If I had tickets to the concert, I'd be pissed. But no, keep him on. It's Kanye West. It's Kanye
Bring
West.
the drama. We want it.
Yeah, for what Kanye doesn't do festivals that much. That's crazy. That's just me as a fan. But like, I understand why people think he should be taken off because
I understand more so Grammys than Coachella because Coachella's like, I don't know, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like Grammys is live television.
no, Grammy
so-
he should have been taken off.
Yeah. So I understand, and hopefully he gets the help he
Also,
gets.
what,
needs.
what music is he performing at the Grammys? His album's not even out.
I don't know. They just sat him on the list to perform. Maybe some Donda stuff.
Like,
Did it get
maybe.
nominated, right? It got nominated?
No?
Was that last year? No, man, it feels like a
Bro,
while ago.
wait, the Grammys hasn't happened yet?
No,
Dude,
they,
this shit
'cause
was
they pushed that back a
oh
lot.
my god, do we the Grammys episode set up for right when we got back from
I
winter
know.
break?
It was a long ass time ago.
Oh my god.
But yeah, they pushed it back because of COVID, but now they're going through with
Yeah.
it. And Trevor Noah's hosting it. Yep.
So that'd be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we saw festivals are now being full force, rolling louds and nouns. This Dreamville lineup is insane.
Who's in it? Is it just Dreamville?
No.
Okay.
So the headliners are Lil Baby and Cole, like they're
Okay.
both days. So we're at this is crazy. DJ Drama's Gangsta Grills with Lil Wayne, Jeezy, and T.I.
Oh, wow.
So for people who are huge Wayne fans, you're seeing him perform some like the mixtape shit. That's crazy. Obviously, we're getting Boz, Ari Lennox, Kaz, Jid, Loot, all of them. Earth Gang, but we're also getting Fabio Foreign, T-Pain, Rico
they're getting
Nasty, Wale, WizKid, Moray, Mariba, who I love. She's a part of like the whole like JD clan. Bia, Ja Rule, Ashante.
Ja Rule.
Yeah, Kalani. I think this is a crazy festival. So
Jeez.
you asked me like in the next question, what is my dream festival?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Dreamville. I want to see them. Those
Dreamville.
are my boys. I maybe throw like a Kendrick in there, but
For me, it's Aftermath. And honestly, it honestly breaks my heart knowing that M might probably have one tour in him. 50's never touring again. And Dre, maybe once he drops this. Oh, yeah, I forgot. The Dre album is going to drop this year. I don't know if he will tour, but these three guys, like, I would pass out if I were to see, like, I don't know,
That'd be crazy.
peak Eminem. I don't know. But that's definitely for me. And I know, like, for festivals at least, you know Woodstock?
yeah.
I wish we could have, like, a Woodstock. I know it's
Yeah.
so bad.
I went to my sleepaway camp when I was growing up. Was right near Woodstock, New York. I think it's not called Woodstock. It's somewhere near there. I watched a documentary about Woodstock.
Same.
Shit was crazy.
Insane. If you guys don't even know what happened, basically,
The most dangerous thing ever.
the most dangerous thing ever. It's this huge fest. I'm not even talking about huge, like beyond huge. I can't even put numbers to it. Hundreds of thousands.
No access to water or like anything.
They ran out of water, no water. The porta potties were messed up. A lot of sexual assault stuff like going on. Concerts and or bands inciting riots, and it was just crazy as shit that the government had to ban it. That's how bad it was. Last time it was in '99, but like I still wanted to. I wish I could experience something like that. Just a huge festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And going on with the dangerous concerts, I saw a video that Doja Cat had to stop her show in Argentina mid-show, and when she was like, "You guys like give me a thumbs up when you guys are ready to go," to the group of people who were like telling her to stop. 5 minutes later, they gave her this. She performed "Say So." Concert went back on, which maybe she would have done anyway if Travis Scott never happened. But it is interesting that artists are definitely paying more attention to this because. For one, they don't want to be the next person who has to deal with that
Of course
situation,
not.
like selfishly.
Yeah.
But they also, it's about you want the fans to have fun,
Yeah.
and it's not fun. It's fun for everyone else, but that one group of people who's having someone pass out that are like, scrambling, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I think this is a really cool thing that's happening.
Yeah, because again, that Travis incident was wild. and obviously as an artist, you kind of have a little bit of that responsibility. You
Yeah.
feel some of that guilt. So I feel like that's going to be a thing that's going to happen at a lot of concerts now, especially where there's moshing. I know that happened in Billie Eilish's concert, and she stopped it as well.
Yeah.
But like, are you into moshing?
Um, no, because so when I'm at a concert, I'm trying to go front row.
Yeah.
So I don't want to lose my spot by like
Yeah.
going in a circle. So at Tyler, there was like a giant circle that was forming, and I'm like, I'm getting on
At
the
the
outside.
shot on the
Yeah,
floor.
at the shot on this.
That's crazy. I wish I could have
But
been there.
for some
So
people,
tough.
so if you're like, say the stage is like here,
Mm-hmm.
and say the mosh is right here. If you're in the back end of the mosh, just sprint through it and you get a closer seat. You know what I mean?
I like
that works.
moshing is cool. If I'm with my friends, yes, moshing is fun. But when I'm with a group of strangers who are intoxicated, probably on Molly and this
Yeah,
and that, I'm really not trying to mosh with y'all.
No, it gets so wild.
Yeah.
I'm into like jumping when it's a hype song. That's like not moshing.
Yeah.
Like when there's a whole circle, like I'm not like there's people in there like slamming the ground. They're like, let's get it, like come on. I'm not trying
Molly
to do
hitting,
that.
bro.
Yeah,
I
oh
must
my-
be I'm gonna be across the aisle.
yeah, yeah.
And obviously this shit's expensive. So hey, talk about the NFTs you're looking at.
Yes. So I'm not gonna lie here and act like I know everything
NFTs,
about
NFTs.
NFTs. Not a huge understander of NFTs, but I think it's Sony Music. Maybe it was Universal Music Group. Or Universal Music Group just purchased for $300,000 one of the Bored Ape Yacht Club figures. I don't know what
Yeah.
you call it. So they're trying to form a band called Kingship
Okay.
that is made up of 4 characters, and they also purchased the $300,000 purchase was for a virtual manager whose
Okay.
name is Know It All, like Know It, like
It's
I know.
time for this.
And I guess they're making like a backstory for all the characters, which I don't know how well it's gonna work to artificially make a backstory for something.
So these people aren't real. These are artificial.
I guess, and they would be performing concerts in the metaverse. And I guess if you've
Bruh.
to get access to it, you'd have to have the NFT, which I guess is like I'm always confused in like the reason someone has to get
Yeah.
an NFT. So I guess it's for the fact of what it provides. So I think there's like an NFT that like gets you access to a very exclusive restaurant, and that's
Yeah.
why you buy it. But I don't know how this will work. I don't know how well virtual music can reach the masses. I know
Yeah.
Gorillaz is an example of virtual.
Yeah, gorillas.
you know,
Yeah.
But I don't know how well this will. I feel like music is something that's usually has to be like something real and genuine, and I think it's kind of whack to make a fake. What are you gonna make like a depressing ass story about someone's parents dying for a virtual character? I think it's kind of like offensive
Loki.
to like people who have actually gone through
Yeah.
that stuff. But this is really interesting that this is happening. I'm really curious where this goes because they're investing a lot of money in it.
Hey man, the future is crazy. Technology is getting crazy. You see them robots now.
Yeah.
And those humanoids. I mean, that crazy shit. So you never know. I just knew NFTs, like financial wise, investing in them because eventually their value will rise over time. So everyone's going on this.
You got to pick the
NFT
right one
craze.
that actually provides something.
Exactly.
Like, I don't get the ones that like don't really provide shit. I don't get the point of it. Some of them are just like fads, and like everyone just buys it, then it goes like down.
Yeah.
But I don't get the fucking money to
And now,
be investing in that.
Yeah, now they're like, you're talking about the apes, basically. I saw that
Yeah.
trend. One reason I know about the apes, which is basically like a cartoon ape figure that honestly looks like you. You can make it look like you.
Yeah.
Eminem changed his profile pic, and like all the stands were
Yeah.
going crazy, and it was just him.
I know Lil Baby has
yeah,
one.
Lil Baby, yep.
A bunch of them are on it. I mean, if you
Yeah.
get the money for it, go for it.
I heard M got scammed. I don't know how true it is, but I heard that the NFT he bought
No,
was like
M.
a rock, like it was a cheap, like bad value
Paul
one.
Rosenberg ain't helping
Come
as
on,
his
bro.
manager.
Dude's in his basement all the time. Probably didn't even know. But let's get to the weekly wrap
Yeah.
up real quick. Let's talk about some rising artists. Who wants to go first? You or me? Me?
You go first.
All right. So some rising artists that I found. One was Orion Sun. He is an R&B artist. The project was Getaway EP. And bro, he's in New Jersey. You heard me
Really?
right. New Jersey.
Wait, is this the guy you sent me? No.
No, not
You should
him.
have sent me the New Jersey guy. Damn.
New Jersey singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist based in Philly. Amazing project. Honestly, one of my favorites. Not just for this month, but honestly, this whole entire year is a really great
Wow.
R&B
All right,
project.
you're gonna have to put me onto that.
Second is Mariah the Scientist. She had a project called the Intermission EP. She's an ATL singer, songwriter. And what I love about her story is she went to St. John's University. She's a bio major.
New York City.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And
Cold
she, yeah, cold world. And she wanted to be an anesthesiologist, but she dropped out to pursue her music career.
Wow.
And now she's signed to RCA labels under Tory Lanez's label. So now she's making it and she's popular. I just thought that was amazing.
that's
Go chase
awesome.
your dreams, y'all. A boy named Blue. He's a South African singer-songwriter. He had like a alternative and experimental pop project as
Yeah.
well. 404 User Not Found, a really good project. And last but not least, VG had a Cali EP. She's an Austrian and Brazilian artist based in London. So these are my four rising artists who I
Word.
found. Yep.
I have to check out the Philly one, definitely.
Yep.
So then, my list is pretty thick right here. For one, we're playing at the start of the show. Andrew Kelly, Nick.
man.
Oh, I'm going to pronounce his name wrong. I don't know. Nagby?
Oh, and Nick and Agby.
So Andrew Kelly, Nick and Nagby, Milligrams, dope-ass cover
Yes,
to
sir.
start off. It's the cartoon. I think it's based on Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Someone bump this shit, bro. That shit was
play it
heat.
again.
Crazy music. How much did you love the? I was so excited when I saw them collab
Yeah.
because every time they have a song together, it just hits. So I knew
Yeah.
this project would be
It'd
amazing.
be fire. Sadly, I don't have my phone in front of me, so I don't know the exact track list. The one, what is it? Weed. It's right after that song.
I'll load it up. Give me some time. We got Roll My Weed.
Roll My Weed. That was my favorite on the. But also, I need to listen to that track more that you just played.
Yeah.
'Cause that's fire.
Crazy.
Dude, Andrew just tweeted, "When should I drop the Chum 2 cover?" Like, what, yo? Let me make a song first.
He's
God
working.
damn.
Shout out to both boys, man. If you
Yeah.
don't know, go check them out. The
They
project is called Milligrams. The cover is literally a Breaking Bad montage. So go get that. Continue your list, brother.
So my guy J-Wop dropped his album Corduroy. First off, shout out to the cover, whoever made the cover. It's a dope ass cover. The single was Redwater featuring Dante Thomas. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong, but he's the fucking great ass rapper. And Mick Jenkins, which is so cool that we're seeing Mick Jenkins hop on all these independent artists' music. I think Mick might be also independent,
Yeah.
but I look at him as such like a established artist.
Oh yeah, very.
So that song was fire. It's this first single, and I love this album. Play that one song. It's the first song of the album. Gave me like Saba vibes to it in the like biggest compliment way possible. Not to say he's like taking that style, but this album I've had it on repeat. The one with Chris Patrick is fire because Chris delivers every single time.
Yep.
The one with Bayri was fire. I think it's Portland to Paris to Portland. Fire track. But I love this one.
Yeah, man. Oh, you were a really big Chris Patrick fan. How early did you figure him out or find out about him?
I found him last year and I just love him. His singing, he goes from rapping on this track, which is fire, then he goes into singing. So I'm excited for his album because he can really do like a lot of shit.
Yeah, New Jersey, right?
Yes, New Jersey. That's also part of my bias. Shout out Chris.
Shout out. Anyone else?
Wait, play the song by J-Wop. I want the people to hear it.
What's the song called?
It's J-Wop Ride.
Ride. You didn't send me that one, fam.
Yeah, it did.
I got Khan. I don't got J-Wop.
Shit, okay. We'll go on the Khan. Sorry, J-Wop, but fucking great
We
project.
fumbled the bag.
So my guy Khan and Wow Justin, Kids Being Kids album.
I got this shit out.
Yeah, this was play it
I can
first.
turn it out. I can turn it out.
He gon' go and do whatever she say. If my girl on the line and my shawty just called, is it possible that we can
Get a three-way. So this project, Khan tweeted this to me. Gave me like production-wise, it sounds like it's something that's made by Monte Booker for Smino's song or the Neptunes on some tracks. And I've had this on repeat. I love it. The songs Elevate, Hush, and Dangerous are my favorites. I was talking to him in the DMs. I was telling him how much I love the project. But shout out to him. This was it was really surprising how much I really loved it.
Yeah,
I
you're
thought
playing it too. I like it as well.
His beat choice was impeccable. Like, that's the type of beats I would choose. If you have me freestyling, like, that's how I know. That's the beat I would choose.
Yeah.
His choruses were great. I really like the vibe on this album.
Yeah. All right, next one. Run it up.
Next one, my guy is Czar. Love is featuring Bayri. She's on everything these days. Czar's an amazing rapper, but I'll play the song. It's a more singing song by him. But he had the song Homies this summer. That was amazing.
Don't think I ever minded getting hurt. I would give all that I have to make sure that we all on one accord. That you should
So yeah, this shit,
Killer voice.
great voice, and he's a great ass rapper. And I believe he doesn't curse when he raps. I think it's like one of the things he sticks to, which is
Respectable.
so hard. But he's amazing. So shout out Czar. Then a friend of the podcast, someone we're both a big fan of, Mike Quill dropped his first single for his album, the preseason.
Sheesh.
This shit's fire. It's called Autopilot. And he raps like 2 minutes straight. This shit's great.
If you're into UK rap, man, I definitely am.
Yeah.
I definitely am. So he's killing this.
My roach.
No man's who life is coke. No man's who life is jokes. They told me that I weren't worth shit. Then same guys who mind's been blown.
I wish
Killed this.
I could say ting like this man says ting.
Yeah,
'cause he's-
don't know. Get the thing rolling,
Like
man.
it's over your ting, eh?
Allow it.
He sounds dope on this track. He's rapping his ass off really for like 2 minutes straight.
Yeah.
It's just impressive. But you're a bigger fan of UK rap.
I
You
am.
have a better background than me on it.
I just love it, man. And like I said, I'm Ghanaian. So basically, like a lot of the UK rap, they're like immigrant. They come from immigrant
Yeah.
families, so like African families. Like it's just connections and knowing that, and just I love that and I hold on to that, and I just love them. Stormzy, Dave, all of them, amazing.
I need to get more into it. I was bumping Sleepy Hollow and
Okay.
someone else. There's one song that someone sent to me that was dope. So I need to
I'll
get
send
more
you
into
some.
it.
I'll send you some.
Yeah. But shout out Mike. I'm really excited for the album. And we talked about the music video.
Yep.
So dope.
Oh man, yo, that's incredible. Yo, go check
Yeah.
out the music video. Mike Will, Autopilot.
Yeah. Next up, another big fan of the podcast. This man has made so many episodes by now. Kareem Liddell, Love in the Air. I love his rapping, but I love his singing even more. Like, I think this is the vibe I love.
And his singing is so great.
Yeah. This is a smooth-ass track. And there's a guitar solo at the end of this song, an electric guitar, that's just beautiful. So shout out to Kareem. I really love this track. I think he's on a run. And like, I loved his album, but what he's been putting out recently is even better, which I understand that experience of like making music, and we're young as hell, so like each song is just better.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for his next project because he's on to something.
Shout out to Kareem. Keep the hustle. I remember he was talking about how much Drew keeps hustling and
Yeah.
dropping stuff. But no, just take your time, bro, and we'll come up with the jewels because you got it, man.
And one more person for me, Ben Beal and Potsu coming out with a new song that literally dropped an hour before we put out this, or recording this. Haunt Me. I love Ben on this song. I saw the snippet, so I was already excited for this song. I like him on this melodic singing vibe too.
We can play that.
Yeah. For a bitch like you.
Hey, bro, who hurt you? Who hurt you like that, Adam?
Dude, this sounds like some shit like Tyler would produce.
Yeah, bro, this is crazy. I really like Ben Field. I
Yeah.
really like the dude.
I'm gonna have to keep bumping this song. I've only listened to it once and I already know the chorus.
That's how you know someone's
Way
good.
too independent for a bitch like you. Shout out, Ben. That's a dope track.
That's my boy Ben. Is that your list?
That's my list. That's a long list.
That's not a solid list, man. You got to get these independent artists credit because y'all truly deserve it, man. You guys put an extra work in these mainstream artists, so keep it up.
And a big album that we were really excited for finally dropped. A follow-up to, some could say a classic, but like, if not a classic, one of the best albums to drop in the last decade.
Yep.
Benny the Butcher coming back with Tana Talk 4.
Yes.
This shit, I'm not sure if it's better, but it lived up to it.
You're not going to be happy with my opinions.
Okay.
It did not live up at all.
Damn, okay, you go first.
It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't. I'm capping if I said it wasn't great. It was a really good project. I enjoyed it. Again, amazing rapping. But it gets to the point where Benny and Griselda in general have dropped so much.
Yeah.
I already know what I'm going to expect to hear.
I feel
So
that.
everything I heard here, what's the difference between this and the previous projects I've heard recently? Even like the collab stuff he's done with like the other BSF family, you know?
I feel that. And I guess in comparison to Conway's last project, which I still think I liked more than this, he's not getting like as introspective as Conway has, which that's why I really appreciate that Conway was talking about some real shit on his last album. I have a hot take. I don't really like the beat on Johnny P's Caddy.
Bro, that's so crazy. That's so whack to me. That beat is that's probably my favorite instrumentals of the year.
I love Cole's verse. Don't get me wrong.
That's it. I love Cole's verse.
But-
of course you do.
It's not my favorite beat, but I love Weekend in the Perrys featuring Bodie James. This is my type of shit where I'm like floating. The beat that made for Bodie James, he said, Bodie said, I can't even trust my own silhouette or something like that. It was a hard ass line.
Yeah.
10 More Commandments, just a dope concept.
Yeah,
and like
really dope.
it was awesome.
And I know that he got in contact with Primo and P. Diddy, Puff
Respect.
Daddy, whatever you want to call him, Sean
Yeah,
Combs.
and Diddy's talking in the back end of the track
Yeah.
about, I don't know what he's talking about. It's talking about buying property, maybe? I forget. Now I'm forgetting what he was talking about.
Oh yeah, you don't have to do that anymore. Crack era is over.
Yeah.
Let's start being smart and come and unite, which is
Kind of a
dope.
weird testament at the end of this song, but like I'm not against it. Some people on
I have to give
Twitter,
it 10 rules. Like, I'm so crack.
some people were really against it, but like I was fine with it. Dope track.
Yeah.
Tyson versus Ali. I love the concept that it's like them showing love to each other, and they're like, why are you trying to separate people from the same come up?
Yeah.
But we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Chorus. I mean, he could have done something.
I won't
better.
lie though, it actually grew on me. So I'm like, why do you keep saying Tyson versus Ali? Tyson versus Ali. But it kind of grew on me. You said it so much, I'm like, Tyson, okay.
I like it personally, but when I was listening to it, I'm like, if I was showing my friend who aren't into this music, that song, I'm like,
Yeah.
Tyson versus Ali probably not getting in their
facts.
head. There's one line, I said this to you before. It's on Uncle Bun featuring 38 Special. And like I think I forget sometimes that these guys were like really like they're legit drug dealers. Like it's real shit. He said, I sold dope to a female while she pregnant, emotionless. I'm not a caseworker. That's not a reason I sold this shit.
That is
Like, God
boo
damn.
this man.
Bro, that's evil. And I get it. Like, I can't imagine being in the position that they were in ever in their life to have had to have done that. But
I think that's cap.
I don't think it's cap.
I think it's cap. I'm calling bluff.
Bro, it's a cold ass line. But 38 Special honestly is fire on this track. He's a very interesting, like animated voice.
As usual.
But he said, loaded fifth, press a button, the scope focus quick, and the clip longer than a script for a motion pic.
God dang.
Dude, he went off. Who else went off? I mean, I love Stove God Cooks. I'm a big fan of him.
Did you like that song?
Yeah.
We going back. That song hit. That song hit. That's one of my favorites off the track.
Mr. Chow Hall, I really liked the end. I think he's calling out M on it. Do you know what I'm talking about when it's like
Shady.
filtered?
I
He's calling out
said the same
Shady.
thing.
But I thought that was a really good track. That's I guess more introspective than we really get. Like he's talking about the business side of it. Busta Brick Nick was really good. I think Superplug. One of them has a really good chorus. It's like really hard. Let me check. Is it Superplug?
I was honestly surprised about the
Oh yeah,
shadiness.
I keep it real with everything I do and everything I say and everything I love.
Yeah.
I think that was the best chorus in the whole album.
Agreed.
This was a dope project. I liked it.
It was dope. And like you said, the shady disc was a surprise to me. I'm like, dang, how I guess he's not signed to Shady, so I guess it doesn't matter, but still something awkward when he also bleeps it out too, so it shows his sign of respect. But for me, I like the first half more than the second half. Maybe I'm bugging a little bit, but I feel like that's the problem. I feel like the second half it dipped down. Again, like maybe the production really wasn't hitting me anymore.
There was one beat that was crazy on it. I'm gonna guess it was it's either how do you pronounce it? Thowie's Revenge or Billy Joe. One of them is fire. It's like I can't try it. Shit was fire. But I like this project. I'm down for Benny to take a break in a way that's like to really like maybe just go on a feature run.
They all need to, honestly. And also one of the lyrics, I forget what song it was, but he said that he has a movie contract deal.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm sure these guys all can act.
He's talking about whatever, just with his experiences and his past trauma, he can make that into movies. But he said it like for line, like I got a movie contract rolling up, so you know what's up.
Word.
So I'm like,
And so what was the Ebro interview? What?
Yeah. So Ebro and Benny, they had an interview really dope. One that talks about his accident, the gun accident at Walmart, and how that changed.
Oh, and that was talked about on the album too.
Yeah.
How he was saying like he was in the what's the word, like the lineup, and he didn't want to pick anyone out. He's like, I'm a gangster, like I'm not calling someone out for it.
It was crazy, man. Thank God he's okay. He talked about his music content and why he talks about what he talks about. Again, people want to switch his content, but that's where he's from. That's what he went through. He also talked about the glorification of rappers. So this was a really big clip that came from the interview saying that I don't know why people try to put rappers on a pedestal. When it comes to fashion, I want to be fresher than the next rapper. I want to sound better than the next rapper. And rappers just held this pedestal, and it's like, we shouldn't be glorifying rappers. They're not MLK. And he said, I'm not MLK. I'm not Malcolm X.
Yeah.
I'm just a dude who got out, you know?
I definitely feel that when, I mean, we're like just talking about how he had that line. That's crazy. But like, I'm not looking at Benny Butcher to teach me something about like, it's hard. And I'm someone like, I guess I'm looking at J. Cole and I'm like, oh my God, this is God to me.
I think it depends who on who, but J. Cole's amazing. Like, he is incredible. Good dude, yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think he even talks about it. He's like, I'm not like read a book. Like I'm not gonna give you everything that like you gotta do your own research sometimes. You're not gonna learn about the history of racism in our country through just one album of someone.
And the fact he admits that, it just shows how wonderful he is. Also that Benny also had a Revenge of the Dreamers feature.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he said it was like one of the best verses. How did Cole not put that on?
Crazy.
Ebe. Why do you put that shit on?
I don't know. That's crazy to me.
We had like 2 Young Nudie features in the album. I didn't need Young Nudie. I need Benny. I was surprised.
He talks about the whole process, even for Patty's song. Actually, originally had a different beat. So if you can dig that out somewhere,
Eve.
he said Eve. But apparently there's some sample problems, so
Yeah.
they had to change it to that Alchemist beat. And then along with that, they asked him about Freddie collab potential, but he said nah. And then that's really it. Yeah, that's really about the interview. But it was really interesting. And then
Yeah.
also, who do you think sells the most for Griselda? Who do you think has the most
Benny.
streams or sells?
Benny or West Side Gun?
West Side Gun #1, Pray
Yeah.
for Paris. Then Burden for Proof #2, La Maquina, Conway, and then
Okay.
4. What does it even stand for? TPIM? What am I bugging?
The plugs I'm at.
Oh, plugs I meant. Yep. 1. Yep.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. Pray for Paris is amazing.
It's incredible. Then he kept dropping, and then now
Yeah.
it's like I don't go back to it. It's a problem.
Then another song. I'm not the biggest Denzel Curry fan, but he dropped a song "Trouble" featuring T-Pain, and I want to say right now,
Uh-oh.
T-Pain, look at me. You hook up with Monte Booker and Kenny Beats, and you make a full album. We need it. I've been playing the Anita remix by Smino all week. I've heard it before, but I'm in love with it, and he just I think he will fit in this generation
Yeah.
of music right now. I
Oh,
think
easily.
So T-Pain, drop it.
Yeah.
Drop the album. You see the thing last year where he didn't know how Instagram DMs worked
Yeah,
and
he had
missed
millions of
out on all these
messages.
people. So we're already missing out on so much
Yeah.
possible T-Pain music. So T-Pain, drop it. Or make it, then drop it.
The last project I even remember from him was him and I think Lil Wayne maybe did a collab. Him and someone did a collab album. That was the last.
I'm not sure if that ever came out, but it was called,
Some man.
what was it called? T-Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it dropped. I don't know.
T Wayne. He needs to drop something. He's amazing. Also, just some quick run throughs of projects that dropped. Other big projects. Rex Orange County dropped.
Yeah.
Who Cares? Another great
Loved
project. I loved it. Yuna Y1, an R&B project I really liked. Really big artist established. Has features from Janae Aiko, Usher, Tyler, G-Eazy, Lil Sims, Kyle, your dude back then.
Shout out
Masego,
Kyle.
and more. We had Shansi, who dropped a project Alpha, which features Tyga, 21 Savage, Megan Thee Stallion, Offset, Sean Paul. She's a reggae artist. We also had Lil Durk, who dropped 7220, 7200. I don't know.
I haven't heard shit about that album, too.
My friend Jonathan told me it slapped. And the crazy thing is it sold 120,000 units.
Never
Between
mind.
120,
Take
130.
back my disrespect. Good for
Again,
him.
the features and stuff, he's really racking up.
Yeah.
Elzai dropped with George Ann Muldrow. Zeitgeist, are you an Elzai fan?
I'm not.
No, amazing. Listen to him. Get him.
Word.
Amazing project, real lyricist. Lucky Day dropped Candy Drip as well.
Lucky Day's fire.
Yeah,
I should listen to that.
It's one of my favorites this month and honestly this year
I
as
saw
well.
he was just in the studio with Smino, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's going to be some heat.
That's me.
Rosalia, what's her name? Rosa, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Travis's friend.
I know you're talking about. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it.
I think it's
don't know.
Rosalia, but she dropped Moto Mommy. Charlie XCS dropped Crash as well,
Yeah.
Pop Project. Slaughterhouse, which to me is one of the best rap
Yeah,
projects.
you.
Did you ever
really
listen to the project?
I listened to the first couple tracks. It was crazy. They're throwing shots at Joe.
Yeah.
I was just watching his interview with Bootleg Kev. I think it was Joel Ortiz.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just talking about how, they did everything to get Joe. They're like, just get on the phone with me.
Yeah.
We can make the contract however you want. And Joe never got on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And, no offense to Joel Ortiz and King Crooked. King Crook, not.
King Crooked. It's
King
right.
Crooked.
King Crooked, he goes by both.
But I feel like Royce and Joe have to be a little understanding. These guys have no solo career, really.
Yeah.
So, dude, this is Slaughterhouse is their thing to get their music out, and you're trying to get mad at them for doing it. No one's heard from them in years, really.
Yeah.
Something big from them. So I think it's unfair of them to get criticized too much.
I was thinking about that originally, but now I think, why Slaughterhouse, though? They've already made a collab album before, and it wasn't Slaughterhouse, so why not keep that?
Yeah, I guess.
So they're using Slaughterhouse to leverage them basically to get the views, the publicity.
Yeah.
So it's a back and forth thing. And then obviously Mona Lisa dropped a music video, so maybe some Kendrick low key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually did the video come out? I didn't watch it yet.
I watched the whole video. And
Was it cool?
Oh, it was amazing. And that storytelling is amazing. I completely
Yeah.
forgot about it. I know M did an interview with Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
and he was talking about how it was one of the best storytellings
He's on
ever
your
heard.
ringtone.
Yeah.
Bitch, give me your phone.
Got me on your lollipop. I know Lil Wayne also did the MGK feature too. A lot of people roasting Lil Wayne
I don't
for.
fuck with MGK. Shout out to Ohio, but I don't fuck with him.
And then also I was listening to You're Telling Me Best, the To Pimp a Butterfly Spotify sessions with Kendrick.
Yes, did you listen to it?
A little bit. And he was also talking about that All Right almost didn't make the cut. It was the last song to be put
What?
on the project.
That's crazy. Produced by Pharrell, too.
Yep. And then last but not least, our favorite albums for this month.
So I'm going to go Tana Talk, Conway, Rex Orange County. I really love the Tyler feature. My friend's been playing it. Like he's obsessed with it. And I'm gonna go. Let me look at my computer. I really like this Con and Wild Justin album. I've had it on repeat the past couple days. The independent artist I was just
And just one. Yep.
So I've had it on repeat. Maybe it's recency bias, but I really loved it.
That was good.
Oh, and Earth Gang.
Earth Gang. All right, bet. For mine, I talked about this guy earlier, Stromae, Multitude, European artist, French, Belgian, incredible. Like I said, he's combined Kanye, Tame Impala, Calvin Harris together.
Send me this album after. You were telling me about it.
Incredible. The fact he's literally headlining at Coachella. That's how big he is, and he's not even from here.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
So I gotta get a hit.
That's my album of the year, by the way, too.
Cementing it.
Cementing it.
If he doesn't choose his album of the year, y'all roast him.
And if you're not Kendrick, you ain't topping it, baby.
Yeah.
2 is the Una project I was talking about. Why 1, R&B, amazing. 3rd is Orion Sun, a Getaway EP, amazing project, independent
Philly,
artist.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. 4, Rex Orange County, Who Cares, loved it. And I love how he gets like minimalistic beats and just makes them so good.
A lot of the
Catchy
beats are very
choruses.
similar, but like he knows his lane and he's really good at it.
For sure. And then
Can we
lastly,
open a window?
Yeah, come on. And last but not least, Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse. Check that project. Listen to it.
Listen to the full thing.
The second half, like the middle, the second half is way better than the first 3 songs.
Word.
Go crazy. It reminded me of like Dr. Dre stuff. But that's all we have for today. If you stay tuned to the very end, thank you so much. If you're watching through YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're listening to the podcast, DSLRs, or not even DSLRs, the DSPs, make sure you rate us 5 stars. Please do. Your support means a lot.
All 5.
We work hard for this, so we appreciate you guys. Anything you got to say?
Nah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're out of here.